Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TJ, and we are back for another DCUO video. And today, if you guys have been paying attention to my videos, we are going to show you an electric DPS loadout, what I'm currently using with one of the side characters. If you've been watching my videos, you know that we did end up advancing this character up from 150 combat rating to about 210 using the upgrade through the main screen. But if you guys could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notifications of all the videos that I will post here through DCUO before we get started, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. So as we discuss with all of our loadouts for the time being, this will be a might-based loadout. This is going to be AoE type loadout. So before you even get started with anything in the loadout itself, you want to make sure, because this is a might-based loadout, that you go super powered, go critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and then anything else, all the other extra skill points, I should say, that you have should go into might and power. This one hasn't been as taxing power-wise as maybe something from Earth. Maybe not even so much as it's probably on par with the sorcery DPS loadout that we just used concurrently over the last several days. And yes, I know there's only 188 skill points. I know I can already hear the keyboard warriors commenting like, "Oh, this loadout sucks," and you suck," and da 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 da. Just relax. It's a side character. I don't have the patience to farm feats for 400 freaking skill points. So just calm down. Whether you're level 30, just coming out of the main storyline, or your combat rating 310, this is going to work, and obviously it'll scale up depending on your stats as well. So just to coincide with that as well, all of your white mods, all of your generator mods, all of your artifacts, all of that kind of stuff should be focusing on your might and power. I will let you take a look here and show you what I have as far as my white mods concurrently. So I have the max damage boost there in hands, which is a 2% increase in your damage. Let's see what else we got. We got explosive block. I always use that one. We have overcharge there. That's for I do tend to heal with this character from time to time, so that's mainly for the healer side of things. Power efficiency, superpowers use 5% less power. You could go a different route, like a damage boost in your chest socket, but I find that having the savings and power can go a long way as well. So we have accelerated Tesla Ball, reduces the cooldown of Tesla Ball by 10%. Might, escalating might is a good one. I always use that in my necks. Head will be another one that's whatchamacallit, is concurrent with electricity for the most part, but in this case we're using the supercharged Neo Venom boost. Grants 5% supercharge back to you when you use the iconic power Neo Venom boost, which we will be using in our loadout today. And then blast adapter is the one that I always use in my weapon, just to get an extra little pop of burst damage in there. So yeah, and then like I said, as far as your augments, your artifacts, anything, I mean, the artifacts can be whatever you kind of decide. Doesn't really matter, as long as it's something that will increase your might and your power as you continue to progress in the game, as you continue to put experience into those artifacts. You want to make sure that you have the might, health, and power stat that increases. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't really matter. But like I said, might, health, and power, those are the most important stats if you're focusing on DPSing with a might-based loadout here. So from left to right here, so let's get into it. Now, as far as the other stat points are concerned, we have 1 point in our hand blaster. That is the weapon that I'm currently using with this character. And we do want 1 point in our iconic power of Neo Venom boost, because we will be using that as our supercharge here for the loadout. Now, previously in this, I was using Circuit Breaker, which is somewhat like Neo Venom boost. It does increase your damage output and protects you against control effects for a short amount of time, but Overall, I think Neo Venom Boost is a great general supercharge that you can use literally in any of your loadouts, no matter what your power is, because it's that good. As you see there, temporarily increases your strength, defense, and damage output from experimental derivative of Venom. So, we are going to use that in our loadout. So basically what we're going to be using from left to right here, I know that mine's kind of funky, but I like using it this way. So we're going to start with Arc Lightning there, which is our power interaction, which is going to electrify our enemies. Then we're going to go to Tesla Ball, create a slow-moving ball of electricity above your target that zaps enemies, damaging and stunning them. Obviously, once you have that power interaction set up, you will take additional damage. Then we're going to use Electrocute, which will be our damage over time. So this will be an AoE attack. Then we're going to go to Electrogenesis. Depending on your role, create a healing aura around yourself or a damaging aura on two of your closest members. So this is a power to kind of help you and your team, whether you are in a duo, an alert, a raid. Definitely worthwhile there. And then Tesla Blast is going to be our finisher. Hit your target with a bolt of electricity. Electrified enemies once again take additional damage, and then we have our Neo Venom Boost. The great thing about Neo Venom Boost as well is that with the white mod in our headpiece, and the fact just overall it does charge up really quickly in a longer alert. In a longer raid, you could probably use Neo Venom Boost at least a handful of times, and that is the great thing. Sometimes supercharges, depending on the power and depending on which one you are, you might only be able to charge it for maybe one use out of a raid, which kind of sucks, because you're kind of like, come on, especially in those really difficult boss fights. Having the opportunity to use a supercharge several times is great. And it's definitely worthwhile, and that's why I say that Neo Venom Boost is probably a great general supercharge that you could literally use in any of your power loadout, or powers, should I say, no matter what power you're using, you can use it in your DPS loadout, and it'll do you some good. So what we're going to show you here is this will kind of have some burst damage to it. It will kind of have a lot of ticks concurrently going, so we'll show you here. So we're going to start with Arc Lightning, and then we're just going to go and show you everything here. Now what I like to do is I just kind of like to add in that little hand blaster thing there. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I like to, because sometimes when you're running low on power you kind of have to anyway. So, and then I'll just use it at the end there, and then you see we're getting multiple little burst ticks there, and then you get a little blast from the blast adapter white mod. And then you can see here, as of right now, we're critting for maybe 10, 11,000 with 188 skill points, 210. So let's actually pop our trinket there, and we'll see if that actually can increase the damage potential there. As far as, see, there we go. We got a little boost there. We got a 12,000 hit, a 13,000 hit. So 11,000. So you maybe get like an extra, 1,000, maybe 2,000 out of that last little hit there with your trinket. 10,000. Like I said, you don't have to. I've just become accustomed to using the blast, or the hand blaster, just because a lot of times you can run out of power just because of how the game is set up with the stats and everything. So it's just kind of nice to kind of have that little accessory little burst there. And I mean, we're just literally going from left to right. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll kind of let everything calm down here. We still have the trinket going for a few seconds. Let's pop the Neo Venom Boost, and now let's see. So now you got a 14,000 hit. As you can see here, I'm kind of getting closer to the character there as well. But Neo Venom Boost is awesome, and as you see there, even though I used it, I can use it again, which is great. And you can see there too, the ticks are continuously going. There's several at a time, which is nice. So maybe not the most ideal as far as like on par with something like Earth or Rage as far as the amount of damage you're doing. But, I mean, you can still have fun. You don't necessarily have to... like I said before, you don't necessarily have to just be like, oh, well, to be, to have fun in the game and to, do well, I have to play with Earth, I have to play with Rage, I have to play with this, that, or the other thing. So, let's let everything kind of calm down here. And then we'll pop these things one more time. So, we'll pop our trinket. We'll pop the Neo Venom boost. And let's roll. So you got a 12,000 hit immediately off the bat. And you can even see how quick the Neo Venom boost is already back. So I already have it back. And there's a 14. So it looks like on the high end here with the Neo Venom boost, where we were hitting 10,000 before for crits, we're now hitting for about 14,000. But I mean, as you can see there, you're getting some burst damage. You're getting quite a lot of ticks there. The numbers are flying. And this is fun. This is a lot of fun. Like I said, it may not be the strongest, but this is a boatload of fun here. I don't know what it is about electricity, but I'm having a lot of fun playing it. And you can see there, you get a little bit of a burst damage there as well. So there you have it, guys. May not, like I said, may not be the strongest, but it's a lot of fun to play. You can have some fun with some burst damage there. And you can obviously get the benefits of using Neo Venom Boost, where you can see anywhere between a 4,000 to 5,000 damage increase in your crits there. So try it out for yourself. It's not going to work for everybody. Not everybody will like it, and that's okay too. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, guys, see you soon.